I'm afraid the old problem raises its ugly head again. Rosie Hudson's son Samuel is a year old next week.
Have welfare come up with the foster parents yet?
Yes, they'll be here on the day. These are the details. Does Rosie understand what's going to happen?
I think so. She's been here long enough.
Nevertheless, it's surprising how often they don't know. It's a subject the women don't like talking about. Therefore, the grapevine doesn't work with its usual efficiency. Well, I'll leave you to make the arrangements. Oh, and Vera, treat her gently. It's a terrible thing to have your child taken away from you.
Just what do you think I am, Mrs. Davidson? Some kind of monster?
We went to see a friend of Doreen's, a Miss McBride. Do you know her?
No.
She hid Doreen when she escaped. She was apparently very old. She died a couple of months ago.
How did Doreen take it?
Very calmly. The young have that attitude toward death, as if it could never happen to them.
Yes, Doreen's had a lot of practice at losing people.
Perhaps too much. That's why I mustn't get too close to her.
Well, why do you keep hanging around?
It won't be for much longer. I just want to make sure she's all right. You see, I've got terminal cancer.
I'm sorry I haven't been more understanding.
How could you be? You didn't know. At least now you understand that I had Doreen's best interests at heart. In the beginning, I was sure I didn't want to see her again, just get the money to her. Thank you. It's so easy to get emotionally involved.
She is your daughter.
That's not much of an excuse after all this time. But now I want to do something more than just get rid of a guilty conscience. Has she ever expressed any interest in a career, something she could train for?
She does have quite a flair for art.
I don't think I want to encourage her talent for forgery. What about a technical course?
Oh, I don't think she's ready to mix with people on a day-to-day basis just yet.
No, but
Oh, you still here?
I was just leaving.
You ever coming back again?
I may do. Why?
I wouldn't mind going out to the country again.
I'm sure that could be arranged. Goodbye, Karen. Goodbye, Doreen. I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, sure. See ya. Gee, she's funny.
Shh. What do you mean she's funny?
I thought she was going to kiss me.
Don't you like her?
She's okay. She's got a lot of dough, hasn't she?
She seems quite well off.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind if she spent a bit of it on me. I reckon she'd be a soft touch.
Hello, Rosie. He's getting to be a big boy, isn't he?
Whole-year-old day after tomorrow.
You remember what we were talking about last week? Rosie? About leaving on Sammy's birthday?
Oh, yeah. Then we'll all be together. Mummy, Daddy and Sammy.
I thought you weren't married.
Oh, I'm not. He's got a father. Hasn't been to see us since we've been inside. We'll find him when we get out.
Listen, Rosie. When a baby turns a year old, it has to be taken out of prison. That's the rule.
I know that. It's a nice birthday present.
But you won't be going with him.
What do you mean?
Well,
They'll be taking Sammy away from you.
Oh, come on. No, I wouldn't do that. If they did, I'd kill myself.
You waiting to see the governor?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Oh, I think she wants me to see that psychiatrist again.
Is he here now?
No, he's coming tomorrow. Be a waste of time.
What are you doing here?
I want to see the governor.
Inside. Mrs. Davidson hasn't got all day.
Do you think Ros is likely to be long?
That's none of your business. Now get back to work before I report you.
What about seeing the governor?
You know the rules. If you want to see her, you apply before 9 o'clock.
I know, but this is urgent. Can't you ask her? I have to see her today.
She will be leaving immediately. She's seen Coulson.
Thanks, Miss Bennett.
But you can see I'm not crazy.
We're talking about temporary insanity.
I knew perfectly well what I was doing. I won't say otherwise.
Do you realize how severe a sentence you're facing?
Look, I've thought about this a lot. Everybody knew Antonia McNally killed my mother. The only reason she got off was because she terrified that witness into keeping quiet. The court couldn't do anything, so I did it for them.
You took the law into your own hands.
Something like that.
Whilst some people may recognize the motive, the law does not permit summary justice.
I thought that was what the law was all about. Justice.
It is. But you are being charged with an extremely serious crime. This is the way the court will deal with it, unless there is some mitigating circumstance.
What more mitigating circumstance could there be? McNally was going to get away with murdering my mother.
It was not your place to punish her.
Nobody else would.
If you would just show some remorse.
But I'm not sorry. Why should I be? McNally deserved to die.
If you would just see the psychiatrist.
No.
Very well, Miss Bennett. Take her back to the laundry.
Right.
Would it be all right if I went to the library first, Mrs. Davidson?
Muster's in half an hour.
I only want to borrow a book.
Very well.
I don't think that
Take Coulson to the library, Miss Bennett. Wendy, would you inform the department we will not be requiring the psychiatrist in the morning? Thank you.
Do you really think the court's going to buy that rubbish?
What rubbish?
That you were justified in killing someone because they killed your mother?
You think that's unreasonable, do you?
It's not my opinion that counts.
What would you do if someone killed your mother? Well, what would you do? Get down on your hands and knees and thank them?
Murder is a very serious crime, whatever the motive. McNally might have been someone's mother, too. Have you thought of that?
I bet you wept tears of blood when they abolished hanging.
What's going on?
Miss Bennett was just telling me how much she liked the death penalty brought back.
Really? Why aren't you in the laundry?
Mrs. Davidson said I'd go to the library.
Well, get on with it then. I'd like a word with you, please, Miss Bennett.
Are you playing favourites again, Mr. Fletcher?
Harassing the inmates is both pointless and stupid.
I was merely explaining that filial affection does not constitute an acceptable defence in a court of law.
Perhaps if you had a family, you'd understand.
Hello, Pat. What can I do for you?
It's about Rosie Hudson. They're taking her baby away the day after tomorrow.
Dear, yes, it must be a year old now. How's Rosie taking the news?
She just won't believe it. She says if they try to take Sam away from her, she'll kill herself. She means it, Doctor. You've got to let her keep the baby.
Well, it's a bit out of my province, I'm afraid, but I'll speak to Mrs. Davidson.
She's gone home.
I'll have to wait till tomorrow, then.
It can't wait. We've got to do something about it now.
Do you have anything in mind? Because I don't.
Dr. Weissman's coming here tomorrow.
The psychiatrist?
Yes.
Certainly seem to be well up on everything that's happening in the prison.
He could take a look at Rosie while he's here.
He can't on my recommendation alone. His instructions come from the department.
I know that. Couldn't you cut some red tape?
How?
Angela Jeffries had known. She arranged for my transfer to Wentworth and my divorce. Or she could swing it.
I don't know whether I can get in touch with her.
Karen Travers could. All you'd have to do is pass on the message about the shrink. Angela would do the rest.
There are rules about listening to a patient's consultation with a doctor, Miss Bennett.
But Pat O'Connell just asked
I'm not interested.
Protecting O'Connell again. If it was anyone else...
I'd do exactly the same thing.
Yes, you would. They're all criminals. But as long as they happen to have a child, you'll forgive them anything.
Well, the maternal instinct's very strong, Miss Bennett, but I don't suppose you'd know anything about that.
A family's one thing, but sneaking messages out of a prison is another.
Make out a report, then.
I will.
The door was wide open.
I suppose it's a reaction against the prison.
You look tired.
I am a bit.
What's the problem? Doreen?
Sort of.
Well, do you think she's getting too dependent on you?
No, nothing like that.
How about some dinner? Wine? Candlelight? Roses?
Thanks, but I don't want to leave Doreen alone in the house too often.
Well, how about something to eat here? I could go and get some wine.
Sorry, no booze-ups on the premises.
Look, have I done something wrong? I mean, use the wrong toothpaste or neglected my deodorant?
Don't be silly. I'm just not in the mood.
Hey, tell me what's wrong.
I don't know exactly. It's just that when Angela explained the idea of the halfway house to me, it all seemed so simple. She didn't tell me it involved making decisions for other people.
Angela plays diplomacy, not real life.
I wish I could sometimes. Trouble is, she leaves all her dirty work up to a henchman, like me.
You make her sound like the late Mrs. McNally.
In her own way, Angela's just as powerful.
How powerful?
Why? Ah, something at Wentworth.
Maybe.
Anything I can do to help?
No, look, it's better you don't get involved. You know what happened last time.
With Pat O'Connell?
Yeah, I'm sorry I brought the subject up.
I'm not. Look, I've got to play by the rules most of the time, but we'd never get anything done if we went strictly by the book.
Well, if Angela can get this organised in time, then I will believe she is God's gift.
And you reckon the doc will pass the message on?
I'm not sure.
Just hope it doesn't get Karen into trouble, that's all.
Well, why should it? The shrink's coming here tomorrow anyway.
Oh, no, he's not. I told the governor I wouldn't see him.
Why?
Because if I plead insanity, it makes what McNally did to my mother unimportant.
Listen, love, we know how you feel, but it's not going to do your mother any good for you to spend the rest of your life in jail.
But I won't. Look, there's a case in here. This guy pleaded that he executed justice when the court was unable to.
I bet he's still inside.
He's not. He was convicted of manslaughter, sentenced to 10 years.
10 years is a pretty long
Ah,
time.
but then he appealed, and he was let off on a good behaviour bond. Justifiable homicide.
Sounds like an American cops and robbers show.
Justice is justice, wherever it happens.
Now, where did you learn that?
At school? In legal studies.
Well, all that highfalutin stuff, Bubby, all very well for school books. But when you're face to face with a jury...
Practice and the principle of the law are the same thing.
You reckon?
Bee's right. None of us would be here if it was.
At worst, I'll get a good behaviour bond for defending my family.
You can tell that to the Marines. Well, there she blows.
Good morning.
Mr. Davidson. Good morning.
Didn't you get my message?
Pardon?
Roslyn Coulson refuses to see you.
Oh, that's a pity, really, because they're going to throw the book at her. And all I'll be able to say is she was suffering from extreme naivety.
I'm sorry to have wasted your time.
Wasted? Oh, hardly. Actually, I'm looking forward to seeing Miss Hudson.
Hudson?
Yes. You know, I always thought it was wise to investigate a mother's possible reactions before they separated from the child. It's one of the few pleasures left in our profession where we can still overrule the departmental regulations in such a case.
In my opinion, this motherhood drivel's gone on long enough.
I think it brightens the place up a bit.
Oh, it's disgusting. The next thing you know, we'll be running a nursery.
Have you got something against kids, Vera?
Hi, good morning, Miss Bennett, Mrs. Powell.
Morning, Doctor.
Morning.
Well, I suppose Miss Hudson's waiting for me.
I imagine she's still in the maternity wing.
Well, I was led to believe it was a matter of some urgency. Oh, well, we Sykes are in no position to argue with the powers that be. Although I do think a directive at midnight's a bit rich.
Miss Bennett, would you fetch Rosie Hudson, please?
To the examination room, if you wouldn't mind. I'd like to see Dr. Miller before I see her.
Of course, Dr. Miller's probably in his rooms.
Yes, he came in a few minutes ago.
That's all right, I know the way. Thank you.
Come on, now, tell Mummy what this is. What's this? Come on,
Morning, Rosie.
Hi.
Morning, Sam.
Hudson, come with me
Why, where are we going?
to see the doctor.
What's the doctor want?
I thought O'Connell would have told you. Now, hurry up. You can't take the baby with you.
Why not?
Just leave him here.
Well, who's going to look after him?
O'Connell, you keep an eye on him. Oh, for God's sake. Make the most of it.
What do you mean?
You'll see. Now, come on, Hudson. I haven't got all day.
What's going on, Miss Bennett? Why does Dr. Miller want to see me?
He doesn't. Dr. Weissman does.
Who's Dr. Weissman?
The psychiatrist.
A shrink. What's he want to see me for?
Look, how should I know?
Is it about Sam? Is he going to try and take Sam away?
Look, I don't know. Well, come on.
No.
What?
I don't want to see him.
I'm afraid you don't have any choice. Look, this sort of performance isn't going to get you anywhere. Do you want them to take your baby away?
No, they can't. I'd kill myself.
Well, I wouldn't tell the doctor that.
What do you mean?
Well, if you tell him you're going to kill yourself, he'll think you're mentally unbalanced. And then they'll take the baby for sure. Now, come on.
Now, if this woman is as disturbed as you say she is, well, naturally, I'll make a recommendation to the department. I mean, we're not ogres.
No.
Now, what have you observed so far?
Well, she appears to be suicidal. And,
Hi, Doctor.
Hello, Rosie. This is Dr. Weissman. He wants to have a chat with you.
Hello, Rosie. Sit down. That'll be all, thanks, Miss Bennett.
Look, I don't want to lose my baby or anything.
Just relax, Rosie. Dr. Weissman just wants to ask you a few questions.
Now, I gather you're rather disturbed about losing your child.
No, that's not true.
I see. Well, naturally, you're very attached to your child. If he were taken from you, how would you feel?
Oh, okay, I guess. I mean, I don't want to lose him.
No,
or
of course not. And you'd be upset, naturally.
Yeah, a bit, but I guess it'd be okay.
It wouldn't make you feel as though, well, you had nothing to live for.
You mean try to kill myself?
Well, has the thought ever crossed your mind?
No, Doctor.
But, Rosie...
Do you love your baby?
Yeah, of course I do.
And if he were taken from you, you wouldn't contemplate suicide or anything like that?
Why would I want to do a thing like that?
Well, didn't you tell Dr. Miller you would?
No?
Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't know where you got a crazy idea like that from, Doctor. Why would I want to kill myself? I'm not mad or anything.
Well, I'm afraid the decision must stand, Mrs. Davidson. The woman is naturally concerned, but in no danger of losing her mind, I'd say. Oh, it's a typical case. Sad, but typical.
I hate the idea of separating mother and child, but it's more a problem of facilities than anything else, isn't it?
Well, among other things, yes.
Nevertheless, I've always thought taking a child away at 12 months was a bit premature.
Well, unfortunately, neither you nor I can do much about that.
I'm sorry your visit's been so fruitless.
One must never ignore the possibility of saving a life or a mind.
I wish Coulson had agreed to see you.
Well, there again, we can't force the situation.
I didn't have much success with her yesterday, but I would like to try again.
What now?
Would that be possible?
Well, yes, by all means. Look, if you don't mind, I'll wait in the garden until you're ready.
Your Honour, I object. With due deference to my esteemed... Oh, God, I give up. It's like a foreign lingo.
That's the way it happens in court.
Do you understand it, B?
No. Nobody else does either.
They should write it proper so everyone can understand.
It's the whole idea, you see. They don't understand it. No wonder so many of us get shocked.
The court rose to consider its verdict. Oh, do you remember that show, B?
Oh, come off it, Lizzie. I was just a kid.
Oh, it was so realistic.
Oh, you've been in court. You know what happens.
The verdict was not guilty on account of insanity.
Coulson, the governor wants to see you.
The governor or the psychiatrist?
I take it you're referring to Dr. Weissman.
You can tell her I don't want to see him.
You'll do as you're told.
Even the governor can't force me to see a psychiatrist if I don't want to.
Listen, you.
Give that back. Have you ever heard of Fantasyland? You better come up with a good story about a head shrinker, or you're going to be back here so fast you'll wonder what happened to you.
Have you finished, Smith?
No, I haven't.
I have. Thanks for waiting, Miss Bennett. But you can tell Mrs. Davidson if she wants me to see a psychiatrist, she'll have to take me there herself.
It's your funeral.
Well, Bennett's right for once.
Do you know what pleading insanity means?
Yes, you get acquitted.
Beating the rap's all that matters, love.
But look, if I beat it because of insanity, I'm still a murderess in the public eye.
Well, who cares? At least you'd be free.
I care. Justice wasn't done when McNally was acquitted, so I executed justice. That's my defence.
Well, it's a pity that head shrinker isn't here now, because he'd commit you for sure.
How'd it go?
It's cool.
You mean they're going to let you keep Sam?
I reckon. You got a clever mummy, haven't you, Sammy?
Well, tell me, what happened?
Tried to trick me, but I was too clever. I knew the score. You know, everyone reckons Bennett's a bitch. I reckon she's got some good ideas sometimes.
What do you mean?
She told me just like it was. They were just waiting for me to act crazy so they could take the baby off me. So I fooled them. Told them I didn't care.
You what?
What's the matter?
Well, what do you mean you told them you didn't care?
Well, he said if they took Sam off me, would I kill myself? And I said, of course not. So now they know I'm not nuts and I can look after Sam okay and they won't split us up.
Come in. What is it?
Coulson says we'll have to drag her along to see the psychiatrist.
Oh, there's not much point in that.
That's what I thought.
Just a moment, Miss Bennett.
Yes?
I've just been reading the report you lodged this morning.
Well, I heard what Dr. Weissman said about being contacted at the last moment about Rosie Hudson.
Go on.
Well, O'Connell was discussing the case with Dr. Miller. Both Travers and Miss Jeffrey's name were mentioned in the conversation.
Where exactly did this conversation take place?
In Dr. Miller's surgery.
You were present at the time?
No.
Then how did you come to hear about it?
The door was open.
And you just happened to be passing by?
Yes, and I couldn't help but overhear.
I see. Yes.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, Doctor. Sit down, please. Miss Bennett, would you find Dr. Wiseman? Tell him he may go whenever he wishes and apologize for the unnecessary delay.
But what about
You'll find him in the garden, I believe. Miss Bennett reports that you have colluded with Mrs. O'Connell and Karen Travers.
About what?
Rosie Hudson.
I see.
I view very seriously the possibility that a member of my staff is carrying messages out of Wentworth.
Yes, of course.
What do you have to say about Miss Bennett's report?
O'Connell was afraid that Rosie would commit suicide when the baby is taken away from her. She asked me to help. Karen had nothing to do with it.
I could phone the department and find out where the message came from.
Of course.
However, I prefer to let the matter drop.
Thank you, Mr. Davidson.
If, in fact, you are passing messages out, through the halfway house, for example, you are jeopardizing a number of things, not least Karen Travers' parole. I hope you will keep that in mind.
Bring me my bow of burning gold. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my spear, oh clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire.
It's a lovely hymn, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, that's a pretty dress. That's going to impress the judge.
What do you mean?
The younger you look, the better your chances.
Well, that's it. All I have to do now is wait for the Black Mariah.
Yes, love.
I'll see you on the outside.
Yeah. I thought you were going back to New South Wales.
Oh, after I finished HSC.
Aren't you going back to your old school?
After I kill somebody. It's a very proper place. Thanks for everything, Bea. You've been great.
Take care, kid.
Bye-bye, Pat. And I hope everything goes well with you and the kids. Maybe I'll see you at Christmas time.
Listen, love.
Forget it, Pet.
Well, any messages for Doreen?
Oh, yeah. Give her our love.
Bea?
Yeah. Love from everyone here.
Well, you're all very quiet. Come on. I bet you've been up for hours.
That's right.
Well, come on, ladies. Aren't you going to wish her luck?
Yeah.
Luck.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You know, she was right. There is such a thing as justifiable homicide.
Oh, no. Not you two. Now, let's try page 21. ASDF, space, semicolon, LK... Doreen, you're supposed to use all your fingers.
Yeah, but I can do it better with one finger. Look.
You'll never get a job as a secretary.
Guess I won't.
It's really easy if you try. You'll be doing 60 words a minute in no time.
Dear Lizzie, I hope you are good.
Well, that's all right, but start it properly with the address.
All right.
Now start at the right top-hand corner and put the name of the house.
Why?
It's a good idea, Doreen. Everyone at Wentworth would be interested.
Okay. Sally Lee House.
Good. Now the address. It's good practice, you see. Secretaries have to type a lot of letters.
Oh, I could never be a secretary.
Yes, you could.
No, All those girls, they learn it proper at a college or something.
You could probably go to one if you want to.
Nah, it costs too much.
No, it doesn't. I'd be glad to arrange it if you really wanted to go.
Oh, no. See, all those girls, they wear real nice clothes. I'd look a freak.
Well, if you're really interested in going to college, I'd like to buy you a few things.
You mean it?
Of course.
Now?
After you've done some work.
Yes, Sammy. There's a good boy. Nice birthday walkies for Sammy.
Don't you think you ought to take the baby now before she actually sees the foster parents?
No, it's probably the only way she'll realise he's gone. Otherwise, she'll just go round looking for him.
I suppose you're right.
We'd better hand him over now.
Happy birthday, dear Sam.
Rosie, give me the baby. Say goodbye to Sammy.
Oh, Sammy. Sammy? Where's she taking him?
She's giving him to his foster parents, see?
When'll he be back?
You can't go with him.
O'Connell? What on earth? I'm sorry, Mrs. Davidson. I just couldn't stop her.
Yes, Mrs. O'Connell?
I'm sorry, but I had to talk to you.
Whether I like it or not, I presume.
Well, last time I tried, one of the officers made it impossible. It seems like I have to break in to see you.
Very well. What is it that is so urgent?
It's about Rosie Hudson. Miss Bennett's told her she has to get out of the maternity wing immediately.
I take it you disapprove.
Of course, it's callous and cruel. Miss Bennett seems determined to make Rosie's life a misery.
It was my instruction.
I'm sorry, but I think it's a mistake. Rosie's a sick girl. She's terribly upset. If she was allowed to stay in the maternity wing for a while longer, it might soften the blow.
Thank you for your advice, Mrs. O'Connell. But it is my opinion that Rosie will feel the blow less if she is not seeing other mothers with their babies.
But, Mrs. Davidson, I'm a mother. I know.
I am not running a maternity hospital. Kindly remember that I am the governor, and I act in the best interests of the inmates.
But, Mrs. Davidson, Rosie's threatened suicide.
She will be carefully supervised.
Well, she'd better be.
Don't be impertinent. Do I have to remind you that you are in a very precarious position yourself?
I know that.
You have jeopardized your parole twice in less than 2 weeks. I am not prepared to cover for you again.
No, Mrs. Davidson.
Is there anything else you wish to see me about?
No.
Very well, Miss Bennett. Take Mrs. O'Connell back to her work duty.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
Vera seems to be getting worse all the time.
Yes, I know.
Just there's no compassion at all.
Well, the problem is she has no idea about mothers and babies. So Rosie Hudson is just another crim. O'Connell, too.
Yes, but even so... Apparently it was she who advised Rosie to act unconcerned in front of Dr. Wiseman.
Well, I believe you stuck your neck out about it, too. I mean, Vera's making no bones about telling everyone that you and O'Connell are planning to bring down the administration.
The way she's been making enemies around here, you'd think she'd be glad if we did.
Have these letters been checked?
Yes, Vera.
Even this one, from Anderson to Birdsworth? All of
Give
them.
it a rest.
You're in a hurry, Dr. Miller. I thought you'd be interested to know what Anderson has to say. It's my opinion that Travers is passing messages through Doreen, and a certain party is passing them back to Travers.
I don't give a damn about your opinion, Vera. The matter has been discussed with Mrs. Davidson, and she seems perfectly happy with my explanation.
It must be nice to be on such good terms with the governor.
Yes, it is. You should try it sometime.
Really, Vera?
You're rostered on duty in the recreation room this evening.
Yes, Vera. I do know my duty.
It's a pity a few others around here don't.
Oh, this one's nice.
It's very pretty, dear, but I don't think it's very suitable for day wear.
Oh.
They're all the same, aren't they? Wanting the prettiest dress, no matter how unsuitable.
What about this one? Don't you like it?
Yes, but it's $80.
Don't try it on.
Thanks.
Special occasion.
Yes.
She's very pretty. That lovely hair.
Yes.
It's funny, isn't it? My daughter and me, you wouldn't know we were related. But you two, anyone would pick you a mile away.
Would you?
It's a pleasure, isn't it, seeing your daughter all dressed up? One of the pleasures only a mother would know.
You look lovely, Doreen.
It's real classy. It's the sort of thing Roz would wear.
Roz?
Yeah, you remember Roz. I told you all about her. She's real pretty.
A school friend, I suppose.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll take this one as well.
Oh, gee, thanks, Mrs. Hemmings. I've never had anything like this before.
Leave me alone! Come on, Coulson. You stop that nonsense!
Bitch! She's been like that all the way back.
Funny, isn't it? They all think they're innocent. Want to get away with murder.
I didn't even stay out an hour.
You stand on the line. I said stand there.
I've never seen anyone carry on so. You'd think we're taking her to the gallows. That noise.
No surprise, is it?
You rotten bitch. You're glad. You're all glad.
That will do.
And you say there's justice in this country. You get a fair trial. That court's run by people like McNally. It's her should have been in here.
That will do, Coulson.
It won't.
You'd better get it to Dr. Miller.
But the charge hasn't been read
well,
yet.
Well, get on with it.
What is your name?
You know what my name is.
Go on.
Your name is Roslyn Louise Coulson, is that correct? You have been convicted of murder in the first degree and sentenced to life imprisonment.
Oh, not really. I've given her a sedative. She should be all right.
Well, I mean, she won't try anything, you know.
No, I don't think so. She was sharing with B. Smith and O'Connell, wasn't she? Any chance of putting her back with them?
Well, it's no problem. I mean, she's hardly been out.
Good. She'll be better off with them than locked away somewhere. Now, you come back any time you feel the need, okay?
Thanks.
And that bitch Vera, she just grabbed Rosie and told her to pack her bags.
Mrs. Davidson should get Vera to do just that. She's a fiend, that Vera. That's what she is.
Well, Mrs. Davidson's just as bad.
Now, there's a turnabout. I thought you and her got on.
It was Mrs. Davidson's directive that Rosie should get out of the maternity wing.
Well, no screw's a good screw.
Oh, she's all right. She bent the rules for me when I was caught talking to Davy.
Oh, and I suppose we should be thankful for small mercies. She's not a bad old stick.
Yeah.
Hey, relax, love. Nearly an hour before tea.
Where are you off to? Oh, it's 4:30, isn't it?
On the knocker.
4:30's when I feed Sam.
Well, come on, love. Why don't you sit down and have a game of cards with us?
Oh, later. It's 4:30, and at 4:30 I've got to feed Sam. Can't keep him waiting.
I won't be staying much longer. I'd just like to see Doreen in that dress again before I go.
There's no need to rush off.
Yes, there is. I've done what I set out to do and enjoyed myself in the process.
I'm glad. And I'm sure Doreen appreciates it.
Do You really think she'll take that course?
Well, I'll certainly do my best to keep her to it.
I'm glad there's someone to look after my girl. I think I'll have to make this my last visit.
There's no need.
Yes, there is. She'll soon get suspicious. But if I'm not around, she won't think about it.
But won't she find out that you're her mother when...
When the will comes through? Not necessarily. You won't tell her, will you?
No.
But if she should find out, you'll explain, won't you? Tell her how much I would have seen more of her.
Why don't you? You said you still have some time.
I may have. Then again, I may not.
Doreen, you look lovely.
Oh, do you really like it?
Yes. Yes, you'll be the belle of the secretarial college.
Well, why can't you go on teaching me? I'd like that.
No, I'm sorry, Doreen. I'm going into state tomorrow. I won't be able to teach you anymore.
Mm. What's this?
Sweets for the sweet.
Ah. Gee, thanks, Mrs. Hemmings. This must have cost a packet.
It's a perfume I used when I was about your age. I hope you like it.
Oh, I bet I will. I've never had nothing like this before.
Goodbye, Doreen.
Bye, Mrs. Hemmings. And thanks.
Is Rosie all right?
Oh, I suppose so.
She's not going to do anything silly, is she?
Well, not really. Only cooing over an empty cot. It's when she wakes up it is empty that there's going to be trouble.
Well, you should have stayed with her just in case.
Oh, it's okay at the moment. There's an officer on duty.
Not Vera. She'd tell Rosie that Sam had been eaten by the bogey man.
No, it's Mrs. Barry. She's all right. She said Rosie could stay there a little while. And she's got Chrissie for company.
Chrissie? Oh, she would lift a finger to help Rosie. Probably help her tie the knot.
Oh, Bee. Anyway, Chrissie's too worried about her own baby to get up to anything.
Don't you believe it? She's just looking for a cushy place out of my way for a year or so. She doesn't know the first thing about being a mother.
Hi.
I don't suppose the jury's still out.
No.
We warned her.
What'd she get?
You poor...
Lizzie, now I'm relying on you to look after her. She's still sharing with you. Mrs. Davidson doesn't want her to be left alone.
Right. Well, what did she get?
She'll tell you in her own good time. It's a letter for you, Lizzie.
For me? It's probably a bill. Oh. It's from Dor. Well, you'd think she could at least have slipped us a couple of forged fivers. Oh, come on, Lizzie, read it out loud. It's private. Oh, after Vinegar's been over it with a magnifying glass.
Oh, all right.
Sally Lee House.
Sally Lee? Who's that?
Oh, she was here the first day that Karen arrived. She was in for drugs, you know. And Bennett didn't do a thing to help
That's
her.
enough, Lizzie.
What'd she do? She hanged herself. Can it, Lizzie?
Why'd she do it?
Sally was very disturbed. She just gave up.
Suicides don't just give up. They make a conscious decision.
Maybe. But there's always hope, even if you can't see it.
What hope is there? All you've got to look forward to is spending the rest of your life behind bars. At least Sally got out of here.
heck? It's classy.
I'll get it! I'm sorry to disturb you, but I left my shopping bag in the kitchen. I'll just pop in and get it. Sure.
Something wrong? Don't you like it? Doreen, what's the matter?
You're my mother. All the time when I was a little kid, and I was trying to remember something about you, all I could ever remember was how good you smelled. Like this.
Doreen,
You are, aren't you?